Time for another VRA update. What's up guys, it's your boy Lex Money. We have got a lot to go through in today's video, so before I even start, make sure all of you are comfy, you're paying attention, and you're ready to take in some information. Now, whenever I go on YouTube and I type in VRA, nobody is posting anything at all. I'm going to try and make as many VRA updates as I can leading up into the bull run, so if you would like that, let me know by smashing the like button and also subscribing to the channel, guys. I need to know how many of you guys are still in VRA and still need the VRA updates. Alrighty, now look, I'm going to do my best to give you guys as much info as I can when the team does give info, but it is super important that you are trying to update yourselves as well. So make sure you're always checking out the VRA website, guys. Now, quick disclaimer before I start. First of all, I am a VRA holder. I have not sold any tokens, okay? And at the end of the video, we'll check out our trading view and I'll let you know whether or not I have been accumulating or if I'm just on the sidelines for now. But to make sure that you are following all of their socials, you need to click on go to Vera Wallet and then you scroll down and they've got a link for all of their socials. So their Twitter, their Telegram, their Discord and their Reddit. So before we start, guys, just pause the video and make sure you're all following that, okay? Now, as many of you guys know, there's a new CEO of VRA and his name is Mark Firth. He actually posted something not too long ago. This was posted on the 21st of May. It was about 4 days ago, guys. And you can see, I'm pleased to provide you with an important update on Veracity's transition to a dual token ecosystem. This process has been intricate and thorough, requiring careful planning and attention that goes far beyond flipping a switch. And I already know there's going to be so many people with mixed opinions. A lot of people are saying, well, the old VRA CEOs, you know, they didn't even dox themselves, they ran away, blah, 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 blah. You're allowed to have your own opinion. And again, let me know how you're feeling about VRA in the comments. Are you happy with a new CEO? Does it seem fishy to you? We'll get into that in a minute. This is what you should do for all of your tokens, guys. What I did was I went onto LinkedIn and I found Mark Firth on LinkedIn, and I actually have sent him a little message to try and connect with him to get more information for all of you guys. And I said to him, look, it's going to be super important if I can communicate to the community any updates that you guys have for VRA, considering, you know, the sentiment hasn't been that great. So, you know, I'm trying my best to make sure that I do update you, and that's why for a long time I haven't made a video. You know, you go onto YouTube and my VRA one about delisting 16 exchanges is still at the top. So let's try and make sure that we get the most recent updates to the top of the list for everybody else who's searching up VRA. But you can see here that he's the CEO and General Counsel of VRA from May. It's only been a month, okay? Based in Abu Dhabi. And before, he was the Director and General Counsel of Process Group, okay? And that was from 2015 all the way to December 2023, so 8 years. So he's got a good amount of experience of being a co-founder, of being a director, and you can scroll down here and you can see all of his little links and his skills, so on and so forth. And I do want to highlight that he has a specialty in legal compliance, guys, and that's one of the things that VRA probably was struggling with the most. You already know that the patents, they apply for patents and they didn't get approved. So it's good to see a new CEO that does have a good amount of skills in legal compliance. And again, I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible, okay? You guys can let me know what you think of that in the comments. Now, before we do get into the dual token ecosystem, guys, let's just go and check out the roadmap and see where we are. Have we been up to date with everything so far? Now, Q1 2024, we had the proof of view carbon browser extension, and I actually made a video on that, so you can go and check that out in your own time. We had the Vera Wallet beta testing 2.0 and the Verasity.io unified contract form processing. But guys, we're now in Q2 of 2024, and you can see that there's a few things that they are working on now. So you've got the Vera Views video content management system, the video library management, the playlist management, the Vera player revamp, POV marker tokens, beta testing with selected layer 1 chains, and we're gonna get into which layer 1 chain that is in a minute, so pay attention please, guys. We've got the Vera Views Cans Lines 2024 and then the Verasity Ambassador Program. So I do want to say to you guys, I'm not even on an Ambassador Program or anything like that. I'll see if it's worth it or not, and I'll be super transparent with you guys if I do decide to go on like an Ambassador Program. If they even accept me, I've only got 7k followers, right? So we'll see. But this is what we're keeping an eye on in Q2 of 2024, and then we can focus on Q3 later on in the year, guys, okay? So for now, make sure you have a mental note of all of this. Now, 3 days ago, guys, they posted the Verasity contract migration journey, and it is an 18-minute read, which is a long time. So don't panic. I'm going to condense it into some key points. Now, many of you guys had questions, and you were saying the Verasity team, they haven't been answering any questions, but they've answered everything. So again, you can read the whole article in your own time. But at present, Verasity has decided not to renounce contract authority of VRA after the migration. The decision is primarily due to technical complexity and significant impact that would be involved. If they were to renounce authority, a new smart contract would be needed to govern the token. Such a move would effectively reset the token and require a new contract address, which would then require relisting on all exchanges, reintegration with all applications that currently support VRA, including the AdStack solution. So it's going to be a long day for them, guys, if they were to renounce VRA contract authority. And I know that's what a lot of you guys wanted, but don't worry, they do address this later on. Currently, VRA is listed still on 38 exchanges, according to CoinMarketCap, which took many years, a lot of costs and effort to build. They're not going to renounce the VRA token and restart the listing process again, which has taken 6 years. You guys should understand that. I mean, you shouldn't really want that anyway, because it would be very counter-effective, as they said here. Now, we covered this before, but why does Verasity need an entirely new tradable token instead of using VRA? Why don't they just say, right, forget POV, we just integrate all the technology into VRA? The decision to introduce a tradable POV token reflects a strategic approach to improving and expanding the VRA ecosystem. You can observe at a high level why they separate tradable tokens and why it is necessary to the migration. Now, I won't read the whole thing, but to shorten it down, it's for transactional transparency, it's for technological requirements, it's for contract deployment, and the continued utility of VRA. VRA will continue to serve as a deflationary token with a fixed total supply as part of the dual token strategy, which you can read about below. And the new dual token ecosystem restores VRA as it was originally designed, while POV to function as a data carrier with its own contract on Tron, the layer 1 Tron. Okay, so that's what we were talking about earlier. Now, this is a super important point, guys. Will the POV tokens be airdropped to VRA holders? Furthermore, will the VRA Foundation team be allocated tokens like VRA were? Now, good news for all of us. Pleased to confirm that a significant amount of POV tokens will be distributed to active VRA stakers and holders, non-stakers included, in VRA wallet as a gesture of appreciation to the community for the supported trust in the platforms. Now, you can see here the specifics of the airdrop will include a strict eligibility criteria and distribution terms and will be announced in due course. Now, what I think they're trying to say is you probably would have had to be holding for a long time and not just like buy a crap ton of VRA now, buy, you know, thousands and thousands of VRA to try and get those POV tokens. I don't know, but I would assume that would be the point, guys, because anybody could just say, right, there's going to be a airdrop now, let's just go and buy every VRA token and dump it when the airdrop comes. So again, I actually don't stake in Vera wallet, I keep it in my ledger, but I don't know. We'll keep a close eye on that. Maybe we will need to move it to the Vera wallet, and if we do, then I can keep you guys up to date. But again, for everybody who held, it looks like we're going to be rewarded. I hope that there's going to be a way that they can track how long we've been holding all of the VRA tokens. Obviously, there will be because it's on the blockchain, but let's just see. I think it's going to be people that have been holding over like 6 months to a year, or maybe ever since this FUD has become. Now, they're going to airdrop it to us, but can we even trade them? We would like to confirm, indeed, that the POV token will be listed on CEXs following the launch on the decentralized exchanges. Exchange listing announcements and disclosures will be made in an official and compliant manner, as we've been doing with multiple exchange listings of the VRA token to date. They're not in a position to provide any further information on exchange listings of VRA and POV tokens. And again, like I said, follow all of the channels to make sure that you are up to date. So that is good. And look, just from reading this article, you can tell that Mark has been putting a lot of work into the legal compliance of VRA and POV, and not just shitting out any information to try and please the community. So even though we don't know when we're going to get the tokens, we don't know the criteria of the tokens, we don't know where they're going to be listed, it is good to just finally get some answers, guys, and it should make all of us hold a little bit more. And again, you don't have to hold, guys. This is just what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to give you the information. So if you don't want to hold after this, you don't have to. I'm not trying to force anyone to do anything. And question 5, why has it finally been decided to give utility and trade POV tokens? Why has the position changed? Now, first and foremost, it is important to view this strategic migration as a significant evolution of the ecosystem. This process is not merely a technical switch from one environment to another where everything stays the same. It is a thoughtful adaptation and an absolute requirement to meet the fundamental operational and technological requirements of a contract operating on a blockchain. And just to finish off, guys, lastly, they acknowledge that the communication of the above points could have been better, and I do agree. They could have given us a bit more information. It's still not 100%, but they understand that the deadlines set in the past appear to have been pushed back. This is all against the backdrop of Veracity's commitment to ensuring that operations and development are in the best interest of the company and the community. After all, working on a migration event leaves no room for error, and hasty moves could prove detrimental, even deadly to VRA. And guys, you already know, everyone's been getting quite upset with VRA. They're saying it's a dead coin. Why would they want to kill it anymore? So reiterating further, we understand the community sees this as too slow. Yes, we do. However, in the developer world, proceeding with caution and intensive testing is critical. Additionally, as a development company with a number of products and services in the pipeline, we have to deliberate and execute accordingly to the guidelines, guys. And I just want to say something quickly. Now, I can't say which one, but before I started doing YouTube, I was actually working on a separate blockchain, guys. It was an up-and-coming blockchain, and there were so many times that we had to push things back. The community were pissed, and it just didn't reflect very, very well. But we have to understand that developers do need time, and if you make one mistake, it can be detrimental to that blockchain, guys. Okay, so I wasn't in the technical side, I was more on the community side, but there were so many elements that got pushed back or chopped and changed because things were trying to get rushed. So the way that I see it, having that inside knowledge from a different blockchain, it is good to see that, you know what, they're not rushing these things. And while the community may look at this and they say, you know what, this is still shit, I'm going to sell everything, you have to understand they're trying to preserve themselves, guys. Now, before we do get into the chart and all that good stuff, what is the current benefit of holding VRA and the future utility in the dual token ecosystem? Will the tradable POV token impact the utility and economics of VRA? Why do we even bother holding it? In its current structure, VRA is primarily used to fund campaigns and stake on Vera Wallet. Incentive rewards are currently distributed in the form of VRA tokens via Vera Wallet. A tradable POV token will not affect the utility of VRA, and VRA will retain all features it has now, as well as expand onto new projects and features in the near future. In fact, upcoming changes and the introduction of the dual token ecosystem are designed to complement each other and extend the utility of VRA. And guys, I mean, look, that's great, but the way that I see it is if it's being used to fund campaigns, people are going to be selling VRA if they're using it as a way to pay people. So you have to bear that in mind. While some people may see it as an amazing investment and they're not always going to sell their crypto, you have to understand if they're using it to fund things, then yes, there could be added sell pressure. So I'm not here saying like I'm super bullish and this is 100% great and I'm so happy with it. I am fully aware that if they're funding campaigns with it, if they're funding, I don't know, say for example, the ambassador program, they say, right, VRA tokens. Not everybody like me is going to be holding on to the VRA tokens. People will just sell straight away. And that's why when you see these new coins come out and creators get paid in the coin, normally on the day, it does dump, guys. So just bear that in mind. Now, guys, there's a lot more to read through, but I won't bore you too much. I really do urge all of you guys to just go and read this yourself. I could read the whole thing and make a 40-minute video, but I'm not doing that. Please go and read everything yourself. Go and summarize everything yourself as well. If you've got any questions for anything that you know you're not too sure, or maybe you didn't understand some of the points that I was making, go and let me know in the comments and I can reply to you. We come to the trading view, guys, and look where we are. It still seems like we're holding that higher low, but right now, I mean, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just wait and see. And I'm sorry that that's not a clear answer for you guys, but I'm not trying to fill all of you with hopium like a lot of other creators would. They may say, you know what, yeah, we're going to go pump city, blah 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 blah. Look, we had a fake out of this descending channel and we've come back into it, and now we're breaking down. We're still above the 2 lower buy levels that we got earlier in the year, guys. This is actually from like the beginning of 2023. We're just above our 3rd buy level. So again, again, while not all of you guys may have got that, a lot of people had a similar view on VRA to me. We're still up, even though it's only a tiny bit from the very, very bottom entry, still up like 50%. But I know the majority of people are super down right now, so it doesn't help. But right now, what we need to do is we need to find out more information on the POV tokens, how they're going to be transferred to us, what is the eligibility criteria. But for now, guys, my personal thing, and it's not financial advice, it's just what I'm doing, I've got a VRA bag, okay? I don't really need to buy any more, okay? If you want to do a speculative play, you can do a speculative play. You can, but just be aware that there could be some selling pressure. If the POV token thing doesn't go fully to plan, people may start to sell off their VRA once they do get the POV tokens, because, again, people don't listen. They're just going to say, oh, there's a new token. Why do I need VRA? Let me just sell it, okay? So just be aware that not everybody is switched on. Not everybody has a brain. Some people are just mindless, and they come to the comments, and there's going to be comments on this video saying, oh, VRA is a scam, okay? That's just how it's going to be. So bear that in mind. You have to form your own decision. Right now, I am not fighting out of VRA. So that's it. If you got to the end of the video, please let me know by saying, drink some water, okay? Drink some water, chill out, go enjoy your weekend. But again, I appreciate all of you guys, and I'll try and make as many VRA updates as I can if you guys do like it. But please go and support the channel by smashing that like button, dropping me a sub, and I'm going to see you in the next one, guys. Peace.